Hi guys, we're really sorry to be missing your party.
Especially if we're going to miss Diane's ribs.
Yeah, that's the truth. Going to England, what kind of excuse is that? We're really sorry, but I know there's going to be lots of great stories, so we'll keep ours short.
We'll miss you.
We'll miss you.
Goodbye. Farewell.
I met Ole and Diane in the fall of 1979. They were living in their first house in Cathedral Pines. That was a great place to visit with little kids because Diane had it child-proofed with a fabulous room for the kids to play in. This was our first house in Barrie. Bought it in 1980. It didn't have a washer in it. Needed one with a young family. Ole came over and we rented a big pipe cutter, and he cut the big cast iron pipe and put in a drain for the washer. We got the washer and dryer from the Frawleys. Paul designed them for Sears, so he got new ones every year. Next year we added a garden shed. You think it's easy building one of these garden sheds? Well, not for the likes of me. I had a contractor pour a concrete pad, and Ole came over and put up the shed. I was a helper. It was like a giant Meccano set. When we needed sand for the kids' sandbox, Ole and I went to the Barrie dump and stole a load of sand from the hillside opposite. We put so much sand in his truck the axle bent. A few years later we moved, and shortly after that we put on a big addition. Ole did the wiring. I was a helper. At one point he passed me a big wire and told me to pull. I put my thumb over the end of the wire. It was live. Shocking. That pretty much shut me up for a while. Ole was sympathetic, or at least he tried not to laugh. I started at Snow Valley in May of 1987. Ole and Diane were living in their second house in Cathedral Pines. They took the plunge and joined me, and for the first while they commuted from Horseshoe. Then they moved in here. There was no Steadley 1 in those days, just a big field in front of their place. So Diane and I took their green Ford pickup truck to Old Smoky, and we found Steadley 1 and bought a bunch of T-bars. We got the truck stuck and had to be pulled out by a backhoe from Talisman. We had the best New Year's Eve party in that house with Ole and Diane and all the kids and Diane's parents, Ben and Hendrine. Ole drove a Tucker with a big rope attached to it, and we dragged a dozen or so GTs to the top of the family hill. I can still remember my mum on the back of a GT with Lizzie at the wheel smoking down the family hill. We had lots of good times at my dad's cottage too. Ole and Diane spent some time on their own there as well. Diane and I made this fence, and Ole and Diane made this deck to replace the piece of crap that had been there. Multi-level, hexagonal, beautiful. We were so proud of it. There are lots more stories, lots more accomplishments, many projects, many challenges, lots of blood, sweat, and tears. Taking Snow Valley from sales of $500,000 a year to where it is today, it's always been teamwork, and I'm so grateful that I was on the team with Ole and Diane. I love you guys. There'll be more stories to share. Christine and I hope you have a great night, and we hope you have a great big guest room out west too.